This first story was posted to the No Sleep Reddit. Enjoy your life, kid. The year was 2007. I was a short, 8-year-old boy with less than a care in the world. Being young and naive, I lacked any sort of empathy and thought that the universe revolved around me. Humble, I know. Everything seemed to go my way, meaning life was never hard. One day, though, my mum walked in my room with a rhythmic tap. She knocked on the door. "Clay?" she said from the other side of the wood. She stepped into my room, looking down at me. I was on the floor, playing with my toy cars and crashing them together. "We need to pack up. We're going on a vacation." Even young me knew the enthusiastic in her voice was fake, sugarcoating the words to make the situation seem better than it was. Despite this, I decided not to question it. Once she had walked out, I got to my feet, walked into my closet and sliding the door open. Throwing together a bag of clothes, I thought that, to my standards, I was completely ready. I walked out, peeping my head around the corner of the hallway to see her crying, her phone up to her ear. She was pacing around, sniffling the sobs to be quiet. I didn't question it. I was rushed into a car, the passing landscapes a blur of colour. Wasting no time, I was dragged around an airport and soon onto a plane. After what felt like eternities, we finally landed. I hadn't slept at all. I don't remember much of her in between, but it didn't seem to matter. Everything seemed fine. I was temporarily living with my grandparents in Massachusetts. My mum occasionally visited, but I didn't see her as much as I used to. When she did come, her face was pale and malnourished. One day I was dressed up and tailored into a small black outfit. The only thing I understood was that there was a funeral. With little to no concept of death, I couldn't grasp what or why we do this, but I stayed quiet. As much as I'd like to ask questions, a lingering uneasiness set in my stomach. I thought I was just hungry. I didn't have a clue who this funeral was for, so I didn't pay too much attention to the events. One finished up, the family was talking amongst themselves, while groups walked to the open casket. A hand was felt on my shoulder. I turned around to meet gazes with this older man. His hair was a metallic silver, wrinkles indenting his face. A sad, almost disappointed look was the only emotion I saw on his face. He coughed before rasping a few words to me. "Enjoy your life, kid." I know I didn't enjoy mine. I couldn't care less about the words, just nodding. He walked away to what I assumed was the other family members. Then my mum grabbed my hand. She guided me to the casket. What I saw inside made my stomach drop. The exact same man laid in the casket, eyes shut and dressed in a nice suit. His features were the exact same as the one who had just talked to me minutes before. I blinked a few times, trying to make sure this was actually reality. My mum whispered a few words before pulling me away. I scanned the area, trying to find the man from before. Not a single trace of him was left. The cemetery was open, expanded for miles. There was no way he could have walked away or hid that fast. Just recently, I reminded of this event, thinking about how odd it was. As a kid, it freaked me out for years, not being able to sleep. Sometimes I'd rather have nightmares about the same man. I only saw him in dreams though. One night, though, I heard something that made my skin crawl the same way it did when I was a kid. but deep, husk sound and voice echoing through my ears. Enjoy your life.